Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to recreate this logo for Ohio National Financial Services. We are going to recreate this logo in 4 simple steps. First, making a square with a circle inside of it, making several lines around it, deleting some stuff, and finally turning it black and white. So while I was creating this logo, I came across an interesting problem, and that is that these lines you see that come out of what looks like a sun, they're not actually aligned to the center of the circle. So I was trying to align different lines and nothing came out. Finally, I decided that the best step was to actually manually draw these lines, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a bit. So start by creating a new layer. We're going to create a square roughly the same size as the, make sure your smart guides are on, roughly the same size as the logo. All right, we're gonna color this a different color. Let's go ahead and toggle the visibility. Now we're gonna make a circle. Looks pretty good. We're going to take both the circle and the square and align them. Let's make them different colors so we know what we're dealing with. Make the square the key object by pressing, so I selected both of them, and I press on the square again. You see the extra outline that makes it the key object, as you can see on your align panel. Perfectly aligned. Now we're gonna make these lines. So initially I made some lines, and let me zoom in a little bit. Made some lines. I thought it was gonna be just simple, make a line and then rotate it around the center of the circle. I messed with it for 20-30 minutes. That didn't actually work. I decided that the stroke of 3 was pretty good, right? So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I counted the amount of lines on the inside. It turns out it was 24 or 23 of the black lines. So I'm gonna go to Effect, Transform. Number of copies, we said it was 24. That's just for half of the screen. So for half of the circle, for the other half it would be a total of 48, right? So we're gonna put 48. 48 divided by 360. That's the number of, I'm sorry, 360 divided by 48. Right. And we can make it from the bottom down here, which is the bottom of the line. Let's make these lines a little different color. As you can see, using this method, you can mess with the first line and it will give you different results. Right, so to have each line as a separate object, just go to Object, Expand. And each one of these is a separate object. So as you can see, these lines don't really quite make the sun that we are looking for from the logo I tried many different configurations, different numbers of lines. Nothing worked exactly as I wanted it to, so I decided to do this the hard way. So using the line segment tool, we're gonna make sure that this is really the only line that needs to be almost exactly the same. And it needs to coincide with the corner of our square. And just draw a line wherever for now. Toggle the visibility again, toggle the visibility of the logo so that we can have it somewhat the same as this mountain. One more line. You can extend these a little bit. We'll take care of that right now. Might as well do the whole outline already. For this line, I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out a little bit more to the left. Now is when you're going to want to turn off your smart guides. It's pretty good right there. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this part. Make your outline, make your lines as close to the logo as possible. So once you have all the lines created, go ahead and change or adjust. Make some minor adjustments if you need to. I don't see anything that I need to adjust anymore, so we're going to move on. Using Control A, you select all of them, go to Object, go to Expand the fill and the stroke. All right. Now we're going to get rid of some of these extra parts like this, like this, like this, like this. And you can, and by the way, I was using the Shape Builder tool, and holding the Alt button, you can delete stuff. Now we're going to use the Pathfinder tool and click on the Unite. We see that it united this mostly because it's the only area that's touching, but now we can go ahead and make some minor adjustments using the direct selection tool or clicking the letter A for a shortcut, and then clicking the minus button. It's going to give you this this minus to select and delete any of those extra anchor points. So now we have our lines, we have our circle, and we have our square. We're not going to be using the circle for now, but we are going to be using the pink lines and the orange square. I'm going to change the color so you can see it better. Using the Shape Builder tool, you're going to select a different color, doesn't really matter, and you're going to click on the inside right here. This is what is going to eventually become the mountain, which is this area. Again, select all, Control A, direct selection tool, different color, and then let's do a different color so we can see even better. Right click, select ungroup. Now this pink or purple area is a different shape. Using the wand tool, click on the pink, hit Ctrl G to group it together, and then in your layers panel, toggle the visibility of the mountain. Toggle the visibility of the logo also if it's on. Hit Ctrl A to select all of it. Now we're gonna punch a hole or punch these lines into the green background over here. Select all. In your Pathfinder tool, you're gonna click on the minus front selection. It gives us the sun rays coming out. We can see that they're jaggedy, they're not in order. And now we're gonna use our circle. In your layers panel, put the circle above any of this other stuff, or put it on the very top. Hit Ctrl A to select all. In your Pathfinder tool, you're gonna click the trim selection, ungroup, delete the circle, and there we have our logo. Select all. On the Pathfinder tool, go to the right hand side in the options, click on make compound shape. That way if you want to move it, it's just one shape. Now we're gonna turn it to black. Let's compare it to our original logo to see how we did. And we can see that if we put it on top of one another, it's practically the same exact logo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys have any suggestions for other logos that we can recreate here on the channel, please let me know. Comment down below, send a message. Hope you guys learned something new in this tutorial. Have a very good day. Thank you.